guys, I'm just Jarshin and welcome to episode 101 of The Binding of Isaac Repentance. The new update has dropped, the patch, if you will. I'll leave a link to the patch notes in the description. It's a freaking novel. I would go over it with you guys, but it would probably be the entirety of the episode, so it doesn't seem like a great use of time. You should check it out though. They changed a ton. It's the patch we've been waiting on for a long time. It rebalances a lot of things, items, characters, areas, etc. It added some effects to items that didn't have effects before. Looking at you, Birthright. It made it so that Tammy's head can finally spawn again. Poggy, I miss Tammy's head. Did a bunch of random stuff. But the biggest impacts, in my opinion, that it's done are some of the changes to some of the characters. Let's take a look. So we finished all the main characters, namely the Tainted characters. Here's some information for you. So we hit episode 100 recently. And I kind of thought I was gonna start waning down the Isaac series. I actually just recorded an update video today where I was like, yeah, I was kind of gonna end the Isaac series. And then they dropped a new patch, so I guess I'm not ending the Isaac series. We got some new stuff to explore. What I will say is off camera, to make sure we get this done by the end of 2021, I have been grinding two things. Number one, boring characters. For example, Tainted Azazel. I think Azazel's boring. He just has brimstone, so you just win every run. So I finished Azazel's post-it note. I finished, is that pretty much it? Oh, I don't like Maggie either. I finished Maggie's post-it note. So you missed some unlocks. I'm sorry for that. Hopefully you can forgive me. The other thing that I did is on any of the runs where we were attempting to clear out a post-it note, and we, for example, I think with Bethany, we fought Hush, and then we fought Mega Satan, and we lost the 50-50 for the Delirium portal. So the only thing I had to do was beat Delirium. Rather than do an entire episode dedicated to just beating Delirium, who we've faced a billion times, I just did that off camera. I did Tainted Forgotten Delirium off camera. I think Tainted Apollyon either needed Delirium or Mega Satan. I did off camera. You didn't miss a whole bunch. I wanted to make sure I didn't do like the hard characters, like the interesting characters, let's say. I didn't do any Tainted Jacob. I did not do any Tainted Keeper that we haven't done. I didn't do any Tainted Lost. Didn't do any Tainted Eden. I saved Tainted Lazarus. So we'll keep going. Now, today we're going to do Tainted Lazarus. In the new patch, Tainted Lazarus maybe doesn't suck now. We'll see. We have to do Dark Path. We have to do Boss Rush. We're going to try to do both. What changes did they make to Tainted Lazarus? Well, I'll show you. We still have the... Okay, first of all, I had Eden's Blessing on the last run, which is amazing. It's a shame we're only going to get the Toxic Shock effect every other room. Looks like he got a new haircut too, which is kind of nice. So, we still flip. Here's the difference. Watch this. Do you see what I see? Do you see that little dead eye? First of all, I don't know what this main item is. I think this is maybe C-section that did not work before, but now has been added to the game. We have to make boss rush. Don't stop explaining things. When you use every item pedestal, basically, item room, boss room, deals with the devil, maybe, actually has two potential items on it, both of which can be accessed by using flip. So for example, with the main character here, we can grab C-section, fetus shots. I don't know what this is, but I think I hate it. We can now flip, and this character also gets an item, which is great. Like, this is what this character needed. The issue with this character for much of its existence was that you had two characters. What are these fetus shots, man? I don't know what the fetus shots are. That's weird. Okay, we're getting to see a lot of new stuff already in our very first run in the new patch. C-section was apparently an item that was in the game before. C-section existed before, but the only way you could get it, I'm pretty sure, was with the item spin down dice. The fetus shots are like some sort of weird chocolate milk. Okay, so we definitely need Mama Mega because that's guaranteed boss rush. We already have Hush, we already have Delirium. Okay, so we have to get that. Oh, here's a new change that I freaking hate. I'm not trying to be a hater. Edmund, I'm sorry. We can also get, and we should flip because it's a free item now, donation machines. Oh, we had 10 cents here. Donation machines are no... Was there a battery charge in here? Donation machines are no longer infinitely farmable. There's not a battery charge. Could be one in here. My item disappeared! That's kind of garbage. I don't like that. Donation machines, you can no longer just bomb ad infinitum in order to get the benefits of them. They get destroyed after a single bomb, which to me begs the question, why did I spend all that time filling up the donation machine to 999? Great question. I'm sure Eddie has his reasons, so I'm not going to judge too hard. However, I'm a big fan of like almost all of the changes that were made. Where do we need to go? Just main path. We're just going dark side. Okay. I'm a huge fan of could we have flipped there? I think we could have flipped there. I think I messed up. I'm a huge fan of almost all of the changes that were made for in this update, in this patch. Whoa! The fetus shot's like home on to the enemy. That's kind of cool. Okay, okay. I'm into it. I'm into it. It's something new. I'll be interested to see what kind of synergies that has. I have no idea what to expect in terms of synergies, but it seems interesting. It's like a weird chocolate milk that I can't really aim. So we will see. Okay, we go in here. Dunscap seems fine with this. Will we just shoot out 2 babies? We just shoot out 2 babies. I think I'm fine shooting out 2 babies. And we'll give PhD to the second character. Okay. Can I go into my shop? Unless secret room is here. Fingies crossed. Uncross them fingies, brother. That is, in fact, true. Got battery charge. Well, I can't... I don't have a charge ready yet anyway, so we'll come back to it. Anyway, I'm a big fan of like 99% of the things that I saw in the patch notes. There are some characters they've made a little tougher, which is going to be interesting now. I will say, I'm a little upset. I did not know the patch was going to drop. I kind of like the fetus tears, man. I was so close to... In my opinion, Tainted Cain was not a fun character before. I liked the idea, but in practice, he's just really slow. So I was absolutely going to just cheat and use the strategy... Nice. I was absolutely just going to cheat and use the strategy of creating rock bottom soy milk red stew and then just demolishing the run. And I was just going to complete his entire post-it note. The TLDR is that you can no longer do that. We have flip. Do we want to buy something from that shop? I kind of like trinket bag. Let's take trinket bag. Golden boogers! That's amazing. So golden trinkets have double the effect. Golden trinkets have double the chance to work. So we just have like infinite boogers now, which is amazing. Tainted Cain no longer has a Wikipedia-able list of recipes that you can... Sure, we'll give that to you. That you can always copy in order to guarantee that you get a broken build. Instead, much like the items on a normal Isaac run, and to be fair, this is more in the spirit of Isaac, so I guess I'm okay with it. Now, more in the spirit of Isaac. Dude, fetus tears seem amazing. Am I nuts? C-section seems busted. Are there not 2 items in here? That's kind of a shame. I'm kind of sad there's not 2 items in the boss pool, just in item rooms and shops, it appears. It's okay, though. Let's visit our curse room just because we can. Now, crafting recipes are seeded based on the run. So there's no way to predict what items you're going to get. It's purely just based off of in one run, if you pick up 8 pennies with crafting bag, it might be breakfast. In another run, if you pick up 8 pennies, it might be dad's coin. It's going to be different every single run. There's no way to predict it. Which is going to make that character a lot harder. But to be fair, it's only going to make him harder because you basically could just cheat before. So it's fairer, but that's kind of a shame. Tainted Eve is harder now. Tainted Eve, you can't... Tainted Eve, you basically just needed to, like, store Creed it. We'll pick up store Creed it with the second character because he's got trinket space. Tainted Eden, if you could basically just get enough HP pickups. Wait, excuse me, I thought this character had trinket bag. Just kidding, it's the Deadeye character. Don't worry, we'll get this sorted out. Tainted Eve's clots now deteriorate in health over time if they stay on the field for too long, to the point where they die in a single hit. So if you get a billion clots, they eventually just all die. Okay, we'll come back and we'll pick that up with our second character once we flip again. This is interesting though. I will say, first of all, Tainted Lazarus is way better now. Like, this is just objectively a way better character now. Gonna be less of a nightmare for sure, and I'm happy for that. It does now seem, I feel like flip seems less useful now. Because, like, normally I would flip, I don't know, because usually I would flip because I was on a horrible character and I was in a tough room and I needed to get back to my main character. Okay. I'll tell you what. I gotta know if tech... Let's look. Okay, we're gonna cheat. We're gonna cheat. I just want to know if tech works with Deadeye. Tech X Repentance. I just want to know if it works with Deadeye. If it does, I gotta give it to this character because it's so broken. If it actually stacks, it's so broken. If it works with C-Section, that could also be hilarious. Okay, synergies, 2020, Brimstone, Bookworm. C-Section overrides the charging effect, but shoots a laser ring with a fetus tear in the middle. That sounds kind of fun. Interactions. Does it work with Deadeye? Deadeye is overridden by TEDx. TEDx? TechX. So we will not take Deadeye. We will not take TechX on the character with Deadeye because we don't want to lose Deadeye. We'll take it with this character. Ah, frick. But this character already has the spacebar item. Then we'll flip. Okay, so you're telling me my little fetus babies? Oh, baby! Okay. All right, look. I can't believe I ever even considered the option that we would take a hiatus from Isaac. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me to even consider that possibility? Kind of fricked up of me, if you ask me, that I would even consider ending the Isaac series. Do you see what's happening on the screen right now? Do you see how amazing the game is? Why would I ever stop playing this? Should have picked that up on the other character. That was dumb. We need there's options. We don't really need magic fingers. So I'm just going to take there's op. Just kidding, I'm not. Because, oh, I could do it on the other character. He's got store credit. We're fine. Wow. Okay, so character 1 is taken care of. That synergy right there, he is taken care of. Do we need magic fingers? I mean, the other character doesn't have a spacebar item, so I'll hold it, but we don't really need this. I would also like to flip again. I would like to buy that spirit heart on this character, so we also want to get our flip charged back up. So we will go do that right now. Yeah, why would I even consider yeeting this series? The game has literally infinite replay value. The game can do absolutely no wrong. It's so nice, by the way, that I don't have to worry about rushing now because we have Mama Mega. That's very handy. We do need to make sure that we do not accidentally walk into a devil deal if we get the Mama Mega payout, because it will not work. It will not work. We have to save it. We have to save it, which is good. We may just make... Almost got hit there. We may just make boss rush because we are very strong. This is a great synergy. This is almost like, because the fetus tears home in on the nearest enemy, it's already almost like homing Tech Axe. That's a really nice combination. I'm happy that they put C-section back in the game. Well, it was in the game, but you couldn't get it anyway before. I'm happy that it is here. And I hope that it is here to stay. Okay, we will definitely want to flip here. Oh, we're going to get options. I kind of like the ability to fly. I do like the ability to fly, but honestly, the main character is already pretty stacked. Got an angel deal. I think we'd rather have the HP, but I also think we'd rather have it on the other character. Don't get both of them, which is a little bit of a shame. Oh, I wish we had flip ready here, man. Is there a way I can get flip ready? I got quick charge. Will that help it? Please give me it. Give me. Please, please, please. I would love to flip. I would love to flip. Please. Let's go. Okay. So, we definitely want... Oh, but the order kind of sucks here. Okay, we'll take this. You piece. I didn't think that was Eden's soul. Frick. I didn't think that was Eden's soul. I want revelation, basically. Okay. We got our ability to fly anyway. First character is just unbelievable. He can chill. First character can take a chill pill. He could basically kill everything in the game that we need him to at this point. He can kill everything that exists in the game as it exists right now. We can take a chill pill on the first character. Second character, both from an HP standpoint. Did I just get an HP up somehow? I don't even know what this guy can give you. I don't even know what that guy can give you, but don't really care. Look, if it's right here, I'm gonna take it. Again, look, this is some... we are doing some severe favoritism towards character number one right now. We gotta be careful with this flip situation. One of our characters has the ability to fly. One of them does not. Okay, character 2 is very weak. Character 2 needs help. One of our characters has the ability to fly. One of them does not have the ability to fly. We gotta be pretty careful with that we don't end up getting trapped anywhere. Cut my... That was Papa Roach, not trapped. Sorry, wrong. Why do I understand when people call it dad rock. Why do some people use the term butt rock? Please explain to me what butt rock is. I need some help. Maybe I don't understand it because I like butt rock. Am I a certified butt rock stan? It's possible. You piece. It's possible. I think there's some okay butt rock bands. Maybe the golden boogers actually just do double damage. I'm not re-rolling. We got too much cool new stuff on this run to re-roll, so I'm sorry. Sorry, can't do it. I can't do it. We have too much new good. We have too much new good on this run for me to possibly re-roll the entire thing. I can already tell this is a great Tainted Lazarus change. I think BBF basically only hurts us, but I want the HP upgrade on the second character. Wow. 0.5 speed, eh? Sorry, a little Canadian came out there. 0.5 speed, huh? You piece? 0.5 speed, okay. Second character's in a real bad place. The Eternal Heart helps. Our goal is to fix second character ASAP as possible. ASAP's huevos. Our goal is to fix second character in any way, shape, and or form. He needs to be saved. Let his light cleanse your soul. You are insane. Yeah, he needs to be helped severely in a lot of different ways. We'll see if we can do that. Those items are both bad, so we will pass. He does have PhD, so I think it's worth risking the poison and stepping on the mushies. Full health pill, not that exciting, so let's not worry about it too much. Death card me. Thank you. Second, how did I shoot at that angle? Magic. We should save that Eternal Heart for the next character. Then we go in here. Easy peasy boss fight. We're gonna get flip back, which is amazing. Angel deal? No angel deal. Oh, we only get to take one. Okay. Well, we need damage and HP, so we will take meat. We will also give him the Eternal Heart, even though it actually, in retrospect, doesn't even matter because we would have gotten the HP upgrade on the next floor. We'll step on the mushies to try to get some good pills. Luck up, we'll take it. Thankfully, none of those exploded on me. Okay. We got something going here. Who would have thought Tainted Lazarus is good now? Not a clickbait title? I knew that that was going to be the title before I even played as this character, but I did not expect it to maybe actually be true. Tainted Lazarus, kind of fun. Now, it's also possible that we've just gotten... What? It's also possible that we've just gotten, like, the greatest run of all time, because our first character doesn't have to do anything to be good. He is just good. Second, Lazarus still needs a little help. We're not doing a lot of damage, nor is our speed stat really okay. We got some things to work on with our second Lazarus character, but we will cross that bridge when we get to it. But the first character's stacked. We can pretty much, like, all the good items now can go on second Lazarus, and we can be content with that. Strength card. Semi-interesting. But yeah, I'm excited to see some of the other changes as well. I do think, as much as I whined about the Tainted Cane change, and having to just not cheat, I do think it's gonna make him a more fun character, because I could definitely say that once I finished that character, I was never gonna play that character again, just because the crafting mechanic I did not enjoy. But the now random nature of it, the ability to potentially get like just about anything on any given run, does appeal to me a little bit more. I'm not gonna say a ton. It at least appeals to me a little bit more, so I think it should be a better time. Take this. I'm too lazy to go over and get the other bomb, but thank you. Parabayar La Bamba. Have to do this. Was really hoping for some stat upgrades, but that's okay. Not in the cards. We need to start stacking HP on the second character too. First character's probably like never gonna take any hits because he's strong. Second character's got some issues. So we should start searching for Spirit Hearts and any other options for this guy, because this low speed stat and the lower deeps is going to probably cause him to take, you would envision, more damage over the course of playing as him. Now, Deadeye is great. If we could just get a couple more good items, we will be fine. That's a spacebar item, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I want Transcendent Tears on the other character. I'm pretty sure the item beneath is a spacebar item that I don't really care that much about, to be honest with you. You get Transcendent Tears, congrats. Step on these. Step on a crack, break your mama's back. Then we flip. You get this. It is a spacebar item. It's a spacebar item, but it makes us very strong. That's Alabaster's Box and Keeper's Box. That is Alabaster's Box and Keeper's Box. I don't much care about either of those. Well, we have to hold on to Strength card. I don't know what it does. We most certainly have to hold on to Mama Mega for at least one more floor. And we... Tinted Rock? No. Thought I saw a glint. And we probably need to hold on to that Lilith item because it seems poggy. So would love an HP upgrade from this guy. Would love an HP upgrade from this guy. Not in the cards, that's fine. Let's go melt our boss. Let's go absolutely smelt the boss fight. Let's go absolutely smelt the boss fight. Yeah, that's a thing of beauty. You look up beauty in the dictionary, that's what you're gonna see right next to it. We will take the HP upgrade, thank you. We'll take Rosary for the tears up. We will flip. Have we already done Mega Satan? We have, but I would still like to get more angel deals. I don't know if Holy Light's gonna work with this. I don't, oh, I did see a shiny baby. I see a shiny baby, Scourl. Dude, this is the most broken build I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, next floor. We Mama Mega. I think we're safe to just Mama Mega at the beginning of the floor. If we aren't, I'm gonna be mad. Mama has been Mega'd. So we should be able to just fly through most of the floor. The Bible. I mean, may as well flip. It's free, so we may as well grab it. It's kind of sad that I'm kind of sad that boss items aren't doubled, since that's where you get most of your stat upgrades from. It's a little upset. Like, don't get me wrong. I know I'm being like a whiny little baby because they made this character so much better, and I'm like, but you could have made him even stronger. It is kind of upsetting. Hello? It is kind of upsetting. Empress, cracked key, pop the world card, the Gazrune, pop it. It is a little sad that you can't get double stat ups, but I understand it. I understand it. Don't want to make them too broken. Don't want to make it too utterly broken. We're doing great. We are doing great things from a stats perspective right now on both characters. HP's starting to look good. Could still use a tears upgrade maybe on this guy. Hello, please. Could still use a tears upgrade potentially on this guy. Ace of Hearts, no thank you. Boss Rush should be a joke. Queen of Hearts could be valuable in Boss Rush. I don't... As long as we just become the first character, I don't see a world in which we die, so... As long as we just are the first character through the entirety of Boss Rush, explain to me a world where you see us not surviving Boss Rush. Crawl space, we take those. Yes, hello, sir. You piece. Okay, you know what? Goodbye. It's time for you to pop, Poggy. A little bit of money for us. Let's check the crawl space. Crawl space, I'm too scared. Look, they said they fixed it. I'm not saying I don't trust them, but I've been scarred one too many times. They said they fixed it. They said that those rooms will no longer take you to arrow rooms. Error rooms, sorry. While I'm inclined to believe them, I'm too scared to check for myself. So, I will not be going there, even if it could be a black market. I know that would be exciting. Even if it could be a black market, I know that that's potentially exciting. Okay, unfortunately, we skipped deal with the angel. I'm sorry. We have to skip it because the door closes for some silly reason if you don't. So we have to just go into boss rush. We do get Cricket's head? Raggy? Okay, the only downside of Cricket's head is we're gonna have to survive a few waves. So we're gonna take $3 bill. Then we flip. Then we grab Cricket's head. The only downside is we're gonna have to survive a few waves. Let's go ahead and pop Queen of Hearts. Just so we have it. Wheel of Fortune. I think that rerolls your whole run, so I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. The only potential downside, we're gonna have to do wait, are we gonna flip in between waves? That's kind of annoying. If it's probably yeah, we do. Okay, that's fine. basically just means that every other wave we're going to have a little bit of an annoying time, because I have to play as this character who is not the strongest character ever built in the history of Isaac, and is also very slow, you may have noticed. 0.5 speed. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Yeah, this character needs some work. He needs some milk, one may even say. He's like, don't get me wrong, 28 damage. You'd be a silly boy to be upset about 28 damage. 28 damage is very good. Still though, I'm excited for this new patch. New patch for this just dropped. New patch for Super Auto Pets just dropped as well, which we've been, excuse me? We've been playing a little bit of as well, if you have not seen it. Highly recommend you check out our Super Auto Pets vids. They've been super fun. I'm very addicted to that game right now. Which is weird, because I'm not usually big into the turn-based strategy. It's not really okay. Look, I called it a deck builder, which it's definitely not. It's an auto battler, which has similar elements to like a card game for sure, except that you're not building the deck. You just like get this predetermined deck of randomness. So it's definitely not a deck builder. I was wrong for calling it that. I've never played an auto battler either, to be fair, but I think the two genres share a lot of similarities. And one of those similarities is that I don't typically like those kinds of games, because they're a little too... I enjoy playing games where I can just shut my brain off. I use my brain more than I like in my day-to-day work, business life, etc., whatever, all of the different things. I already use the dang brain so much that any opportunity that I have to just shut it off and pretend that it like use like 3 neurons maximum is a great time for me personally. Any kind of turn-based strategy game like that typically involves using your brain, because you're trying to out-strategize your opponent. Super Auto Pet's a little bit different, because I think it's very basic. First of all, casual seems like a insult, and I don't mean it as an insult. I think a nicer way to say it is it's very accessible for someone who doesn't want to use their brain. Soul of Lazarus, Pog. You don't gotta think too hard about it, which is nice. Yo, we got Lazarus's rags, which apparently will actually bring us back as Lazarus if we die. So we'll take that. Or some may say we take those. Okay, Poggy. My angel deal stayed open. Okay, we got sensor, we have flight. We will definitely get flight on the second character. So now both characters can fly, which is amazing. Then we will flip. We'll take this, thank you. And we will continue Pog. An ace of spades, no thanks. Ace of spades, no thanks. Oh my gosh. Looking for a speed upgrade mostly here. Death card. Looking for some speed upgrades for the main character, por favor. Okay, this is getting a little out of hand. I'm running out of keys. I'm running out of keys. I'm out of keys. I can ace of spades, but that's going to reroll the chest. We might as well. We're low on keys. We could use some keys. Okay. This is a glorious run. Anyway, if you haven't checked out Super Auto Pets, highly recommend it. It's free to play. Just dropped a new update, which I have not played yet, but I've heard it's pretty interesting. I'll probably record a little bit of that later as well. So you should also check out, I recorded an update video. I don't know if that's going to go live. I don't know when it's going to go live, but I touch on a lot of the same things I'm touching on here. So I highly recommend you go check that out, you piece. Highly recommend you go check that out, because I talk about a lot of upcoming projects that have just been percolating in my brain. Please. Great job, BBF. Spoiler alert, as usual, there's like a million projects I want to do and not enough time in the day to do all of them, but got a lot of ideas for some future series that I want to try out that I'm super excited about. There's just like it's weird. It feels like we've been in a little bit of a game drought. I certainly feel that way. Like the only thing I've played for like the last too long, to be honest with you, is Genshin. I've been playing so dang much Genshin, and not that I'm tired of it, but there has certainly been like a huge content drought in Genshin, which is weird. It felt like before there was a huge content drought in like all games, and Genshin was the only thing cranking out content for me to stay not bored. And now Genshin's in a weird spot where it's like there's nothing to do and I'm super bored, and all these other fun games are coming out. So it's been nice. I've been getting a little more variety in my life, which I think is very good for me personally. Some people like doing the exact same thing every single day, living a routine. I used to want to do that. I used to want to be a let's take this. I used to want to be a freaking accountant because I'm stupid. This is a shame. We want the tears up, the candle on the other on this character, but I don't think I can. Yes, I can. I gotta fight the angel statue and you peace. Did not mean to get hurt there. That was my beat. We flip. This character, we're fine with our spacebar item. We flip. You get the candle. Look at that. There's like actual strategy you can do now. He's fun. Pog. Yeah, there's like so many fun things to play right now. New updates dropping for games, new games on the horizon. New Pokemon BDSPs dropping soon. Legends Arceus coming out early next year. Just an exciting time to be a gamer. And that will go down as the cringiest thing he ever said before he passed away. We'll put that on my epitaph, on my tombstone. What the heck was that key shot? We'll put that on my, is that what it's called, an epitaph? That sounds like a word I may have just made up. I have no idea. Put that on my gravestone when I pass, which hopefully won't be for like a long time, but you never know. Put that on my gravestone. Yo, that would be, this is what I actually want on my gravestone. I haven't given much thought to it, or like literally any, because the thought of dying is horrifying and I hate it and I don't want to talk about it. So why did you bring it up? But how cool would it be if you're walking through a graveyard, you come across my gravestone, and written in huge letters across the top of it, it says, he died as he lived, a gamer. I feel like you would have a lot of follow-up questions. Thank you for the Eternal Heart. I feel like you would have a lot of follow-up questions. How exactly does one die as a gamer? Maybe don't answer that. Suddenly I'm feeling a little depressed. That's a little morbid. That's not as exciting as I wanted it to be. I was hoping like, you know, heart attack during the Sans fight or something like that. But we've already survived that, so that won't be happening again. Was playing Jump King and smashed his desk so hard that a shard of glass. Why is your desk made of glass? Don't know. Dude, these angel deals are pogging. Smashed his desk so hard. Sacred Heart? You shouldn't have. I mean, can the first character get any stronger? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Oh! Look at that holy baby. Okay, switch me, grab me. Go down. Don't mess up this run. You're going down to the doldrums. All right, this is the sickest run of all time. The only thing that would make this better is an R key. If we could land an R key so that I could also get like Uber Mom done here as well, to me, that would be amazing. But we have two of the simultaneous strongest builds I've ever seen in my life. Maybe this is just luck of the draw. Maybe this is purely we got some great items and it's even if like well, this isn't true because we wouldn't have gotten double these items, but you gotta feel like this is you gotta feel like this is only possible because of the changes made to Tainted Lazarus. If we weren't getting double items this whole time, well, first of all, we wouldn't have gotten C-section because that item didn't exist before. Oh, you piece. And we certainly wouldn't... Yeah, I'll take 25 cents. We certainly wouldn't have gotten some of these crazy items in particular. But this is like the exact opposite of the pre-patch. If you ask me like what the average Tainted Lazarus run looked like pre-patch, it essentially was the items that if in a single run would be amazing, in 2 runs is extremely underwhelming. Now for this, we have 2 very strong runs. Again, probably some luck of the draw there. This is probably an edge case, I would guess. In terms of power, it's very strong. So probably an edge case in terms of power. Who cares though? I get to clickbait the title and say it's the strongest Tainted Lazarus run you've ever seen. And that's a sweet synergy too. I'm gonna be looking forward to more of that in the future. No double items here either, eh? No double items here either. Yeah, give me the piercing shots. Is this not piercing shots? It's not piercing shots and I regret everything. May come back and grab 9 lives with the second character. Just so he doesn't die, you know. Just being safe here. He's getting a little low on HP. He's not doing great here. He's still at 0.5 speed, which is, I think, understandably a concern. I don't even know. 0.5 speed is like where you're at in the tanky challenge, where you've got like infinite HP. We, unfortunately, in this case, do not have infinite HP. I hate this guy. Okay, great stuff. In this case, we very much do not have infinite HP, so we want to be a little careful here. I mean, I think we're strong enough to win. We should look for our secret room again, because the best thing that can happen here, it's unlikely to happen. If we can somehow find an R key. Oh my gosh, this guy gets all the hard rooms. You piece. I think I have to pick up 9 lives. If we can somehow get the R key, we could flip here as well, because we're not picking up items anymore. Oh my gosh, give me a less stinky room, please. Thank you. Okay, good stuff. If we can pick up an R key, I mean, this just becomes ridiculous. We can then restart the run. It's probably too little too late to pick up an R key, so let's not get our hopes up. It could happen though. Hey, what if I like didn't find every possible wrong path? Like what if the game just threw me a bone and I went the right way for once? That would be pretty cool. Do we want 9 lives? Not yet. I'm thinking not yet. We'll hold off on 9 lives for now. Tricked me. That looks just like a doorway. Looks like a Wile E. Coyote freaking Roadrunner painting on the side of a mountain. If I was Wile E. Coyote, I would have ran straight into that. Wait, I got that backwards. Sorry, haven't watched Boomerang in about 10,000 years. It's Wile E. Coyote who is the painter. Help me? Help! Like the baby eating the avocado, and by the avocado I mean the wasabi. What's in here? Hello. Wile E. Coyote was the professional painter. Roadrunner was the one who ran into it, except he didn't usually run into it. Sometimes he would literally run through it, and you would say, how? Clicker? Don't make me laugh. Yo, can we stop with these guys? With this character? Can we just stop with that guy with this character? And then the easiest room of all time for my character that literally is like Super Saiyan 19. Just blow up the sun. It's okay, Banjo, I promise you. You are correct. This is gonna hurt. Banjo, you are correct in the fact that you did hear a door close outside. What I am excited to inform you is that just because a door has closed outside, flip me? Just because a door is closed outside does not mean that we are under attack. It's pretty cool. Sometimes people are just like out there. I know it's like a magical thing, Banjo, but it's true. Okay, look, I don't think we're gonna get the R key. I think that's pretty clear. I'll do my due diligence. Allow me. There's our secret room. Here's our chance for the R key. Okay, we tried. We tried, we did not get it, and that's okay. Hey, that's an amazing Tainted Lazarus run. Torn Pocket has been unlocked. Thank you, Edmund, for fixing this. And for Vinny, I think is the coder. Thank you guys for fixing Tainted Lazarus. He's good now. Poggy. We still have some other characters to test. Tainted Jacob. You apparently can no longer erase Dark Esau, so we got very lucky that we got all this stuff done when we did. Tainted Bethany isn't as good now. Tainted Bethany got nerfed. Tainted Keeper, I think, is the same. Lilith got a slight buff. Tainted Lost is the same, unfortunately. Eden got a slight buff. Lazarus is a huge buff now. And obviously we'll have another Tainted Cain run to do in the future, so... Oh, I also forgot to mention at the beginning, I did Greedier mode for all the characters, because Greedier mode sucks. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider showing some support down below. Liking, commenting, subscribing, all help out a tremendous deal. Share with your grandmother, as always. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.